Welcome everybody, my name is EruptionFang, and I've got some quick news for you here about Season 17 of Red vs. Blue. I probably should have made this video a bit sooner, but that didn't happen. Anyway, on January 28th, Evan Bregman, the general manager of programming at Rooster Teeth, made a post detailing what we can expect in 2019 with all the stuff Rooster Teeth is doing. So things like the documentaries, Camp, all the stuff Achievement Hunter's doing is all there. And within this post was the date and number of episodes for Red vs. Blue Season 17. It's set to release on March 9th, which by the time you see this is about a week away. And it will only have 12 episodes. March 9th, by the way, is the same day Genlock's season finale will be airing as well. So Rooster Teeth Animation is definitely trying to make it so there's always a show airing a new episode each week. Something else we got was the name for this season, which has been titled Singularity. In my opinion, I really like the name. It's not as completely ridiculous as the Shizno Paradox. It has a name, unlike Season 15. It's simple, it's catchy, and it of course relates to space and time, keeping on the theme of this arc. Personally, I am excited and optimistic going into this season. I didn't really enjoy Season 16. It had some good moments, but overall, a lot of my gripes with it still hold up. Say what you will about this season, but Joe and Jason are very aware of the criticisms the season got. So much so that they were even memeing on all the things they should do with Season 17. So things like adding more gods to the story, which a lot of people, including myself, referred to as jumping the shark in regards to the plot. Having satanic sing-alongs saying Sarge was always dead and maybe a vampire, probably referring to the earlier seasons when he was shot in the head and came back, which continues to confuse a lot of people for some reason. Saying they should make Tucker dumber and even give the Cyclops a backstory / mini-series. They're clearly having a good time joking around, you know, this isn't actually the layout. But seeing this is actually really nice because it shows that they know why people didn't like the previous season. So it is very transparent and we don't have to blindly think, well, do they know what the criticisms were or don't they? So going into Season 17, they absolutely do. The only thing that concerns me moving forward is going to be the execution of how it's done. After listening to Season 16's director's commentary, there are a lot of things that Joe was going for that never translated well from the audience's perspective. He mentioned that the time travel was always supposed to result in a negative outcome, but the characters just couldn't recognize that. Which, I mean, yeah, that did sort of happen. But the audience wasn't concerned with the outcome of what was happening, we were too busy trying to understand how the time travel was working in the first place. And on the topic of Tucker's development, I believe, I could be wrong here, so take it with a grain of salt, I believe he said that every time the characters time traveled, it was supposed to negatively affect them as well. So I believe that was the intention on why Tucker reverted back. But once again, it didn't translate to the audience, as sure you could see people like Tucker, Doc, and Donut regress, but then people like Simmons, Sarge, Caboose, and Lopez didn't seem affected at all. And on the opposite side of the spectrum, Sister and Griff actually seemed like they grew and developed. Once again, I may be remembering it wrong, but I'm pretty sure he did say that. So sometimes his ideas are there, but they're just not executed well. So to me, the worrying thing is, how is he going to execute on his concepts? Because creating something always goes through two phases, the idea and the execution. You can have the greatest idea and it's the most perfect thing you could ever imagine, but executing on that idea is a whole different beast entirely. And so if he's able to translate his concepts onto the screen well, then I think it should be good. It's practically a new start, quote unquote. So theoretically, it doesn't have to deal with the 14 years of story and development prior, which in my opinion was a lot of what kept hindering Joe. So unless any of the characters are not affected by this new reality, then he's free to mess with them however he wants for the time being. Anyway, just a quick little update for you guys, just in case you weren't aware. Red vs. Blue Season 17 Singularity, premiering on March 9th, 2019. See you there.